How do geopolitical tensions impact the Olympic movement's future? Imagine a world where sports unite nations, but instead, political conflicts cast shadows over the biggest sporting stage. That's what geopolitical tensions can do to the Olympic movement. These tensions challenge the core ideas of peace, neutrality, and international friendship that the Olympics stand for. The International Olympic Committee, which oversees the Games, aims to keep politics out of sports. But in reality, conflicts between countries often spill over into the Olympic arena. For example, when Russia invaded Ukraine, the IOC suspended Russian and Belarusian athletes from competing under their flags. Instead, they could only participate as neutral athletes. This shows how political conflicts can lead to sanctions that disrupt the inclusive spirit of the Olympics. It also reveals how the IOC sometimes has to balance its ideals with political realities. Choosing host cities is another area affected by tensions. Countries bidding to host the Games are now scrutinized more closely for their political systems and human rights records. The Beijing Olympics in 2008 and 2020 faced criticism for China's policies, while the Sochi Olympics in 2014 drew attention to Russia's actions. Such concerns can make it harder for the IOC to find willing hosts, which could limit the global reach of the Games. Security is also a big concern. Political unrest and conflicts in different parts of the world mean organizers need to spend more on safety measures. The Paris Olympics in 2020 had to prepare for protests and cyberattacks, which increased costs and risks. These challenges can delay planning and make hosting more expensive. Geopolitical rivalries often show up during the Olympics as well. Countries may use the event to display national pride or send political messages, instead of focusing on athletic achievement. This can take away from the idea of peaceful competition. The Olympic truce, which calls for a ceasefire during the Games, is harder to uphold today because of ongoing conflicts. On the organizational side, the IOC and other sports bodies face pressure from governments and businesses. They must protect the Games' independence while dealing with external influences. This can threaten the Olympic principle of keeping sport separate from politics. Moving forward, the Olympic movement will need to find ways to handle these tensions. This might mean creating clearer rules for selecting host cities that consider political issues. It could also involve strengthening security and promoting dialogue among nations. By doing so, the Olympics can continue to be a symbol of unity, even in a world with rising tensions. The future of the Olympic movement depends on how well it can balance these challenges with its mission of bringing countries together through sport.